Pop quiz. What's the grossest thing you can imagine? I don't know about you, but I have a pretty vivid imagination, and I think that's gonna come in handy for this project. In my last video, I started creating a reimagined version of my gross food bubblegum wax sticker packs. A complete rebrand designed to be bigger, better, and even more disgusting than before. Today, I'm picking up where I left off, talking about the inspiration for where this nasty little sticker project comes from. I'm talking about the wonderfully gross, horribly disturbing, and creatively twisted stuff that we grew up with in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Stuff that left an indelible stain on our brains and probably the cafeteria table too. I'm Scott Circlin. Join me in the art lab. Let's suit up. Here we are back in the art lab, our home base for all things strange, slimy, and slightly toxic. I've been working hard to rebrand my gross food sticker packs, and I wanted to shine the spotlight on all the gory, gooey, pop culture touchstones that inspired them. So, without further delay, let's get started. Let's start with the obvious, gross out sticker cards. If you grew up in the 70s, 80s, or 90s, there's a good chance you remember peeling Garbage Pail Kids off your Trapper Keeper, or trading doubles of wacky packages with friends behind the bleachers. Gen Xers will recall Topps Garbage Pail Kids as cartoon chaos. Vomit, zits, brain, goo, and bad puns. And we loved every second of it. But they weren't the only players in the grime game. Of course, there were wacky packages, which came earlier and focused more on parodying brand names, grossing you out by turning toothpaste into crust or pastries into Plop-Tarts. Then there were the deep cuts like Grossville High, where an entire school was a cesspool of grotesque characters. Ugly stickers from the 60s were way ahead of their time. They set the stage with close-ups of disgusting faces and bizarre abominations. Weird Wheels turned hot rods into rolling monstrosities that would make Big Daddy Roth jealous. Nasty Tricks, Trash Can Trolls, Baseball's Greatest Gross-Outs, and Awesome All-Stars, all of them exaggerated, disgusting, and totally irresistible. I soaked it all in like a moldy sponge. The inspiration didn't stop at cards and stickers. If you crack open a toy chest from the 1980s, you'll find no shortage of inspiration there as well. Madballs, those bouncy rubber heads covered in veins, scars, and bulging eyeballs. Boglins, those squishy little gremlin creatures that you control like a hand puppet. Food Fighters, action figures shaped like hamburgers and waffles that came with weapons and somehow were completely normal. And then there were the play sets. The slime pit from He-Man, where you could pour real slime over your action figures. Or the Ghostbusters Ectoplasm toy line that came with glowing slime and that big green spud that we affectionately refer to as Slimer. Let's not forget about the Creepy Crawler's Oven, where you could cook up gummy bugs and rubber monsters. Or if you like your creepy concoctions edible, there was Dr. Dreadful's Food Lab. And then there were the lesser known favorites like A Bad Case of Worms, Gurgling Guts, or Ooze It. Even Beetlejuice had toys that ooze and transform like nightmares from a middle school detention. And to round it all off, the Toxic Crusaders, a line of toys from a cartoon based on a B-movie about a janitor who falls into a radioactive sludge and becomes a mutant hero. Only in the 90s could that be a children's property. Then there's the media that shaped my taste. Magazines like Mad and Cracked gave us permission to be weird, to be irreverent, to be gross. They taught me that if something was nasty enough, it was probably pretty funny too. TV shows like You Can't Do That on Television were also a big part of it, especially the sketches with Barth's Burgers, where some questionable mystery meat was always on the grill. You never quite knew what was in those burgers, but that was kind of the point. Slime wasn't just a gag, it was an identity, and Nickelodeon basically built their empire on it. And then there were cartoons like Ren and Stimpy, real monsters. Even certain episodes of the real Ghostbusters that leaned into oozy, exaggerated animated grossness. It was weird, it was extreme, and it was everywhere. If you want to keep up to date with all the cool projects happening in the Art Lab, then join my mailing list. You get updates and freebies every month, and you can make your own comics and creative projects with the Comic Maker Starter Kit included in your free subscription. All of that stuff, the cards, the toys, the TV shows, the jokes that your teacher told you not to repeat, all of it goes into what I'm trying to create here. These gross food sticker packs are like my love letter to the stuff that made me laugh and cringe at the same time. The point isn't just to be disgusting for the sake of it, it's to tap into that feeling of surprise and irreverence that made all of those things so much fun. And that's the challenge. How do we create something that feels like it was pulled from a wax pack in 1986, but is still fresh as well? Well, maybe not that fresh, but original. And that's what we're hashing out here in the Art Lab. In the next few videos, we'll talk more about the design process and how I draw rotting textures, moldy sandwiches, and curdled desserts, how I structure a sticker set and design the packaging. We'll explore what makes stickers collectible, how I created the look and feel of vintage printing techniques, and how I packaged the whole thing together so it looks like something that's been hiding behind a gas station counter since the Reagan administration. And yeah, we might even talk about some real-life disgusting food, just to keep things extra appetizing. If you're into this kind of revolting art, stick around. This project is going to be messy, weird, and packed with surprises, just like your childhood lunchbox. Let me know your favorite gross out toys, cards, and shows in the comments. And if you think I missed a really good one, drop it below. I'm always looking for more disgusting inspiration. If you want to dive deeper into this project, check out my Patreon, where you can find bonus content, project files, templates, and behind the scenes stuff from past rebrand projects. This is just the beginning. We're building something sticky and strange here, and I'm happy to have you along with me for the ride. Well, there you have it, a deep dive into the glorious slime-covered pop culture that inspired my sticker packs. If you're loving this trip down the garbage chute of memory lane, hit the like and subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss a single video. And if you want to see another awesome video like this, you can click right up here.
Who do you think's in the burgers?
I heard that.